What's up, everyone? Mike Ellak here, your local realtor, with another installment of the Local Small Business Spotlight. Today, we're visiting Love's Heating and Air. Here we go. What's up, all? Mike Ellak here, and I am here with Matthew French with Love's Heating and Air, or
Hello,
Love's
everybody.
Air. I want to say it
Love's
right.
Air.
Love's Air.
Love's Air.
With the beautiful new logo there, with the flag inside the heart. I love it. So we are here today for the Local Small Business Spotlight, and I wanted to talk to Matthew because I'm hearing some amazing things happening here at Love's, and I want Matthew to tell that story so you all hear it, because this might become the HVAC company that you want to use.
Hopefully it does.
Yeah, well, that's the goal today, right? So, Matthew, how'd you get started in HVAC first off?
So humble beginnings. I guess I started at one of the bigger companies, and we grew that company pretty big.
Okay.
And then the owner of that company kind of went his own way, and then later came back and asked me to be his partner and start this company.
Oh,
So I started as a sales guy, and
all
then
right.
kind of worked my way up, and kind of fell into an opportunity to be an owner.
Right.
And it's definitely a little harder in some aspects,
Yeah.
but it's great to see our company flourish and grow and be able to bring in more good people, be able to promote growth for them, give them opportunities to grow within the company,
Right.
and be able to achieve things. Every time one of our techs is able to buy a house,
Hmm.
it's a celebration.
That's awesome.
Being able to get them to that level, whereas before, or where they worked at before, maybe they weren't able to do that.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Really
putting these guys in a position to not only have a good job but take care of their families and support their families for the long term. That's there's not a lot of companies doing that nowadays, especially small businesses.
Yeah, there really isn't, and we hear it all the time when we're interviewing or hiring people is,
Hmm.
what were you offered, this and that, and we put out there openly, hey, starting here, we'll help train you, 401k, medical, vision, dental. Not a lot of people in our group of heating and air are do that for one, or are
Right.
able to do that.
Right.
So we firmly believe that if we provide for our guys, they'll provide for the customers.
That's that I want to go
Yeah.
back to the 401k because
Yeah.
in this economy, in this time right now, we hear large corporations are getting rid of 401ks, right?
It's hard to keep.
Right. And so to hear a small business
Yeah.
here in Modesto
Yeah.
doing it for their employees and still, succeeding, I mean, man, kudos to you guys.
Thank you.
You guys are
Thank
doing something
we're,
right.
We're trying to help people have careers,
Right.
and not just a passing through job.
Right.
So the guys that are here, they want to be here.
Right.
We have many things to motivate them, like our will. We'd love to.
This thing is
influence
cool,
them.
guys.
So basically, the way this works is, we have technicians that'll come to your house,
Right.
do a 20-point service, and when people are happy, they'll go on Google or Facebook or Yelp and leave a review.
That's awesome.
And when they leave the technician's name, they get to spin this. So every Friday we have spin the wheel, and sometimes there's 10, sometimes there's 30. So when they spin the wheel, they can get $10, $20, $100. If they get this one twice, they get a TV.
And it's not a small TV.
No, they're 55-inch TVs. They're not the
55-inch TV,
Yeah, nothing
literally
small.
for getting good reviews.
Yes.
For doing your job
yes,
well.
just for
So
doing
you
your
get
job
paid to show up,
right.
and then if you do your job well, you can win
Right.
some extra stuff.
Right. We want to be, rewarding them for doing a good job, which keeps them motivated to treat that homeowner's home like it's theirs.
That's
Which
amazing.
is huge. We've handed out over a dozen TVs this year.
Wow.
This year already.
Tell me one small business besides Love's that's doing this.
I don't know if I know about David.
I don't. Well, I don't know any business,
Yeah,
and if somebody's doing it, even within a corporation, they're probably doing it because they understand the concept. And we're going to talk about
which is
kind
huge.
of why
Yeah,
you do this,
right,
right?
right.
But I do want to point out, there's also massages. I mean, keeping your employees nice and loose, like how great is that?
These guys work hard.
Yeah,
I don't think the average person understands how hard it is to change out a heater that's in a 140-degree attic.
I
They're
watched
up
it be
there,
done at my own house.
right,
I
right,
watched Nate here,
right.
one of your employees
Yep,
with, that, at the time this company didn't exist, so it
yep.
was with a different company,
And
but
now
I
he's here.
watched them go in and literally go in my attic and
Yeah,
replace everything. And when they came in with it, I was like, how are you getting, I mean, that box is maybe 2 feet by 2 feet.
right.
And I don't know how they still got, I mean, they had to cut some.
Those guys, they're soldiers.
Yeah.
140
Come out
degrees for
sweating.
8 hours. It's a hard job, and you have to reward them.
Yeah.
They deserve every bit of it.
That is,
Every bit of it.
not only are you offering a 401k, but you're doing this. What else? Is there anything else? I mean, because it seems like there's more.
There is more.
Oh,
Actually,
wow.
yeah, that we
All
can
right.
talk about.
Yeah.
So actually, this July, we're taking the entire company, and we're actually going out on the bay to go salmon fishing,
No way.
which I very much look forward to. Just not the getting up part, because
Because you guys got to leave at like 3 in the morning.
3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're going for a weekend?
Yeah, I think it's just a 1 day thing.
Okay.
Simon put it together, my
Okay.
partner, and it's basically we're chartering a boat with some guys who have amazing reviews and pictures of giant salmon fish. So we're
That is cool.
really pumped. So just trying to always do group building things, letting our guys know that we care. One of our guys, Alan, just had a baby, and
Oh, wow.
what do? He's off. We let him be off. We send him money so he can buy diapers and a stroller. These are the things
That's
that you do to take care of your people.
Right.
You take care of your people, they take care of our customers. That's how it needs to work. But
If you worry about the people, the money and everything else will come.
it always will, But in our business, 100%, it's always people before profit.
Right.
Because if you take care of the
That's
people,
awesome.
like you said, the rest will come.
Yep.
And that's not our driving force. Our driving force is being a leader in the industry, growing our company with the right people,
Right.
the people who want to grow, who want to stay, who want to
Things like
better
this help.
themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Things like this help foster that whole
Absolutely.
behavior.
Absolutely.
Well, and I'm going to toot your horn a little more because I got to go on a tour of the whole facility. Not only do we have this, not only do we have a 401k, salmon fishing, there's chips, there's waters, there for the techs, for everybody
Every
here
morning.
to come and take out as they want.
All throughout the day. And the techs are in and out all through the day. And, it's a twofold thing. It's a benefit for them, but it also keeps them from having to stop at a store, go in the store. So
Right.
it's a time thing.
Right.
Because, in the summer, this is crunch, crunch, crunch time. And we got to get to people's homes when their air is not working.
Right.
That's huge. We actually have a guarantee that's in our list of the good things you get with a brand new system, which is we guarantee that we'll be there in 24 hours to fix your system if it fails. And if we don't fix it, actually repair it, not just say you need a new part. We actually
Or a new system.
we'll give that homeowner $250 if they need a hotel room or just for the inconvenience.
Really?
Oh yeah, our
Wow.
list of warranties is extensive, which is a part of why we've grown.
Why weren't you here when I got my stuff? Man,
I
you were,
actually- I
but you
was.
were at the other company. So, man, so we've talked about the people, right?
Mhm.
We do have to talk about the business a little bit. So, Love's started in
2017.
2017. So, Love started in 2017.
We started
just 5 years ago.
Oakdale, and then we outgrew that building in about a year.
Okay.
And then the funny part is I was in this building 10 years ago, and we called the guy who runs this whole complex
Right.
and asked him, hey, we need a bigger building. And he actually said, hey, there's a building available, well. And so we moved.
You already knew the layouts. so
Yeah,
it
we
made it easy.
did. We did.
That's awesome.
It was nice, and it suited us well.
So in the 5 years, I mean, I've seen the signs. I've watched you guys grow, knowing some people that work here, and what makes Love's other than we know the people thing. That's one of the things that makes you different. What else makes Love's like? Why should I call Love's?
One of the biggest things is, and I tell our sales guys, is for every new customer, they have access to the owner.
Mhm.
We have either my partner, or our field supervisor visit every single job that's put in.
Okay.
As companies get so big, they get disconnected from the customer. We've all been there. I'm a
Right.
customer, you're a customer.
Yep.
We've all been there where can't I just talk to someone?
Can I get a supervisor? Can I get
Someone
somebody?
who cares.
Right.
So when it comes to that, there's always one of us who will take that phone call
Right.
and care about keeping them happy.
That's awesome.
So that's kind of the biggest thing that we point out to any new customers, that we're obtainable. we're ready to help. You're not going to have to go through a chain to try to get to a manager. So no, we're ready, available. And we go to those homes ourselves to make sure the job is perfect, which is huge all the way around. That's one of the biggest differences between the bigger companies that they have a big budget to have a lot of advertisement.
Right.
We don't have that, but at the same time, our prices don't reflect it.
Right.
So I think with that being said, we're able to grow steadily, bring in the right people, and take care of our people, which is huge. Which is why we've actually been awarded the last 3 years in a row.
I saw that and I wanted to
Best
talk
of
to it.
209.
I'm going to post it too on here. I'm going to show the best of 209 for 19, 20, and 21.
And God willing, the 22.
Okay.
God willing, the 22.
Well, I think if you keep doing this,
definitely
we know how it's going to roll, and it should roll that way, right? So, and guys, I can speak to it. One of his employees actually did some work at my house, and it was a little sensor. Had a hard time finding it. He did not stop until he found it. And it was one of those days where it was like 140 degrees and it was just one little sensor stopping my whole system. And he stayed with it. So, and then I actually just scheduled my next maintenance today with the team. So I'm excited about that because Matthew told me a few things about my system that I didn't know that we got to have them out to work on. So, Matthew, amazing company, amazing philosophy.
Thank you.
What's your service area?
So our service area is from Galt down to Merced.
Okay.
And there's a couple key reasons why you want to have a service area of a certain circumference, which is of course
you got to be able to get there,
getting back, and having the time to get to the next one.
Right.
So we strategically place hired people that live down here, live up here, so that if that technician can start his day at that call that's maybe furthest away from our office, we're able to do that. So
is he set up the day before and then just takes the vehicle?
Yeah, most calls are set up days or weeks even before.
Right, but I mean his vehicle to make sure he's
right. Yeah, so their vans are fully stocked. I mean, they're basically a parts department on wheels, same as our install truck.
Right.
That's why we keep everything in stock. So the install trucks, they get here in the morning, 6:30. They take out all the old equipment from the previous job, goes in that big bin, and then we restock everything. So when we're out of home, we don't have to tell a person, oh, this part's out of stock. Now, there are some newer systems that have some parts that might be hard to get a hold of. But as far as...
especially this day and age.
Yeah, things have been tricky, but that's another reason why we purposely have got as much stock as we can for what's coming.
When you guys will see in the lead-in video that this place is full. And that's one of the things we kind of missed, right?
It's huge.
A difference between this company is they are stocked and ready to go. So if your system breaks down this summer and unfortunately you may need a new system, they're ready to go. They're not gonna push you off weeks. They're gonna take care of you right away.
We hear it all the time. We go to someone's house and they say, yeah, I bought a system from so and they said they're trying to get the equipment and they're sitting in a 90-degree house. And we're like, well, we have it now. We're glad that you called us for a second opinion, and then we get them set up for an install. But that's the biggest thing is just being ready for what's to come.
Right.
So we started back in January, February. Loading up, making sure we have everything that's needed. Because, like you said, in today's day and age, it's huge with the pandemic still going on. Supply issues. Mm-hmm. We're hearing this summer we'll have more shortages than last summer. So
last summer was already bad.
Last summer was bad. So when we started hearing that, we got a hold of our reps. How do we start doing bulk orders, getting here so we can be ready?
So you had to clean out, make sure you're
a lot of cleaning. This is like a Tetris. I mean, you can't see everything in the video.
Well, and that's what we got a little video of it, but it doesn't do it justice. Even the video, I mean, they have everything stacked.
We're ready to go.
It's an amazing place here. If you haven't done business with Loves, now's the time. Make sure you get your furnace, your air conditioner. You want to get it all serviced.
Done before summer.
Yeah, don't be like me who apparently has some high-end system. And now Matthew told me, he's like, man, we got to get somebody out there.
Yeah, it's got to be taken care of right.
So thank you again, sir. Man, great job. It was such a pleasure to talk to you today and meet everybody here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
This is the real deal.
Yeah, you should see. I wish we did this on a Friday because the guys spin out there. They get pretty pumped.
Oh, I bet it gets hyped.
Yeah, they get pretty pumped up.
That's a great way to start the day.
Hollering.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
A lot of choking.